Check that out. Can you see that there? Can you see that little second hand moving? That's the second hand moving on my watch. And guess what? This watch always continues to move forward. Now, Sam Levinson said, don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep moving. And I absolutely love this quote. It's super motivating to me. I remember back when I was a young boy, I had my very first job. I was around 14, 15 years old. I was working as a busboy at a restaurant. This is a really small restaurant in a very small town that I grew up in, Western Pennsylvania. And here's what was crazy about the job as a busboy. They taught me a very narrow skill set. My job was to clear off a table, take the dishes back to the dishwasher, come back out and set the table with a nice tablecloth and nice silverware and all the settings for the next person or family that would come in and dine. It was not a difficult job. But here's what was crazy about it. I would find myself in these moments of complete boredom when the restaurant wasn't busy and I would just be watching the clock, waiting for time to go by. And after a couple of weeks of that, I realized this is horrible. Clock watching is not fun. And I made a decision then that no matter what I do for the rest of my life for work, I'm not going to be bored and I'm not just going to watch the clock. I'm going to keep moving. So you know what I did? I started to go back and help the dishwasher. Hey, can I dry some of these dishes? I started to move around the restaurant and watch what the servers were doing and ask them, hey, can I help you? Can I help you bring food? What was interesting about that was at that restaurant, the busboy was never responsible to do anything except that very narrow window of activities. However, when I was working, I always got extra tips from the waitresses because I would offer to help them run their food, get refills on drinks, and even connect with and talk with the people who were there. I found it to be really enjoyable. So I want to encourage you with this. Take some lesson from, little young teenage Scotty. No matter what you're doing in life, choose to continue moving forward. Don't let yourself get caught in the trap of just watching the clock. Instead, do what it does, always keep moving, and find a target to move towards. My target back then was very simply, I'm going to fill this 5-hour shift with activity and movement. Now, in my business and in my family, I set targets that we are moving towards. We want to always keep moving forward because if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. So the lesson here, don't watch the clock. Instead, do what it does. Always keep moving forward.